I'd get you to sing the
For,
whole
like, an
interview if I
acoustic
could.
thing.
You guys just give me a
That'd
little
be
Eagles performance. I love it. That's great. No, but let's talk about Goodbye Town because we premiered the acoustic video on MSN last week.
Oh, cool.
It was really cool. So talk about that tune. Let's get some background behind it and start with that.
I like how they call it the acoustic tune. It's like full band. It's
Well, no,
kinda
but it's a
no,
stripped down
sure.
version
Yes,
of
A little bit. No, I know. Well, I want to know who from label decided to
call
label it acoustic because I was
acoustic
watching.
version.
I said, "Oh, what's about your acoustic?"
He's playing acoustic.
alternate.
Yeah, he's playing acoustic guitar.
The
All of our
alternate
songs are
version.
acoustic.
It's alternate live version. Yeah, we wrote Goodbye Town with a guy named Josh Keir, who we wrote Need You Now with. So we have some really good mojo and history with this guy. He always brings out something kind of dark in our writing. And he came out on the road one weekend. That's where we wrote most of this record.
I was going to say, when was there time to write this thing?
Yeah.
So we you get these writers that you gel with, and we're really comfortable. I mean, they ride on our bus with us. Wake up, we'll get done with the show, and you'll be on the bus and showing each other ideas. And this is one that he had a little bit of this idea started, and I don't know. We all kind of related to this thought of I think when you've had someone that you've maybe been with for a long time, and then they either leave or break up, and you see either them or see places that everywhere you go, just reminded of that person, and it just drives you nuts.
I feel like that theme's constant on the record.
It's a lot.
The lost love and
Yeah.
realizing that's for the better, though.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's a lot of that, of course.
Looking back and on those sweet moments, like the first time love feeling, but with Goodbye Town, it is about a relationship. If you listen to the lyrics, but for us, it's so much more than that. I think when the boys left their hometowns of Augusta, Georgia, and then went to school, but then took the risk to move to Nashville to become songwriters, it's like sometimes it takes something falling through the cracks or, what's going to be that push for you to get you out to really chase your dream and to not be afraid to kind of try something new, And so that, towards the end of the song, it has this really great outro that was honestly this beautiful accident in the studio that happened that we captured on tape that is one of my favorite parts of the whole record that Charles sings, and it's kind of his freedom chant. It's like, and once you see the video too, he's like running out of this town. He's like, okay, I've had it. Like I've reminisced about her. I've thought about her enough, and she obviously saw a lot bigger world out there, and so I'm going to go find it too.
That hurt my feet, by the way. I never told you about that.
Don't run in boots. Never
Running in boots is not
Need
recommended.
some insoles.
I know.
Yes, Dr. Scholl's. Let's give them a plug. Maybe we'll get some free
There you
go. You said in the middle of that, trying something new. So I wonder, is anyone trying something new? Are there things you guys are going to try that are new? I mean, obviously the baby's a new thing.
That'll be very
But
new,
other
yes.
than Le Bébé, what are some new things we're going to be trying this year?
I don't know, Dave. I mean, I think more than anything, once she has her baby girl and gets settled in, we're going to go out on the road and try to grow the show. I think just keep trying new things in the show. We got a big tour planned. We haven't announced it yet because all the details are still coming through. But we're going to go.
planning
We're going to be
stage.
hitting the road hard.
Yeah.
And so the baby is going to get some prime time, road experience for sure. But but other than that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think with this record, as far as trying something new, it was almost like getting back to the basics for us. I think our last couple records were so produced and so dramatic and, almost perfect that, in a way, when I say perfect, just there wasn't really
Slick.
Sonically, yeah, I know what you mean. Sure.
mistakes.
Yeah.
And it's a little more slick. And so this record, we try to keep it a little bit more about the basic instruments, the basic tracked instruments, and really let the vocals kind of shine through.
Yeah.
So
And how do you talk with the producer about letting those vocals shine through? And
gosh.
how does that all happen?
we just sang and let him just do what he does best.
Yeah.
I think naturally, for us, we wanted to find the best batch of songs. I feel like we sifted through everything we had for a long time, wrote a bunch for this record, and got a lot of outside pitches that were great too. Downtown was an outside pitch. There's a song that we absolutely love called It Ain't Pretty. That was an outside pitch. And I feel like if you get the best songs, then you can really get out of the way of them and play them very minimalistic and keep them pretty stripped down and acoustic, if you will.
Circle.
Yeah, I know, but we try to keep the arrangements more from a live band perspective. We play these songs on the road every night, so you don't want to be in there adding so much stuff that you can't recreate that every night, and so that was important for us as
So
well.
do you write for the live show? I mean, knowing you were saying this is going to be a huge
do.
tour and everything, and now there's lights and sound and these
sure.
LED screens.
Well,
do you
like
write
the
for the
outro of Goodbye
amphitheaters?
Town, that I mean, that's all. When we're in there going, oh man, live, this is going to be so
Can't
great.
wait to hear the audio.
Yeah,
for
when we
that.
sing
all
about it,
those
yeah.
moments. We got some songs before, like We Own the Night, that had that kind of chant thing too. And so those moments in the live show are what it's all about, you know.
And
Well,
downtown,
because
too.
we wrote, on the road, I think we had our thumb on the pulse of what our fans and what the audience every night was really kind of digging, and I think that really helped us in the songwriting process, but also when we got into record. So that was neat. It was a really relaxed way to record a record. I mean, we went in, obviously, we always put pressure on ourselves. We're perfectionists. That's the way we are. But going into the studio off the road was definitely my favorite way we've ever recorded a record.
Is that a necklace or attached to the
It's a
shirt? necklace.
necklace.
Wow, it
Yeah.
looks like it's part of the shirt.
Yeah, it
was
does.
sitting there
I
going,
thought it was part of the
point.
shirt the
I
whole
know,
time.
it was driving me nuts. I said,
Yeah.
man, that's a really cool shirt.
The brilliance of fashion. It's supposed to look like that, but it's not.
It's perfect.
You guys good over there? You good? No, because you said something in there that I wanted to touch on. You talked about the fans digging the tunes
Yeah.
while you were writing this record on the road. And I think it was the most recent webisode, one of you said, tweet what your favorites are of the record.
Yeah.
So what were some of those, were there surprises of some of them that came through? You were like,
Across, all over the board.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were all over the
Yeah.
board. I think that was the biggest surprise. It Ain't Pretty was definitely a favorite, which we kind of just knew. A lot of people were digging Golden and Goodbye Town, but then there were some other ones that kind of came out of nowhere that we weren't.
Better Off Now.
Better Off Now That You're Gone was one. It's just a good rocker that we loved, but we just didn't think it would get such a response. You never know. I mean, that's the one thing we found out is you cannot predict what the fans are going to gravitate towards. I mean, when we wrote Run to You off our first record, it was our first #1, and it almost didn't even make the record. We kind of got done with it and said, I don't know if this fits the rest of the record. And
It'll be our favorite song, but it'll never be a single. That's what we
and
said.
Sure enough, that's been the theme. So, so that's why I think we'd love to get them involved too, because it helps us, kind of go, okay, well,
Yeah.
we're gonna start playing live and kind of really help, because if you see, 50 to 1 over here on one song, then
it's got to be
there's
part of the set every
something
night,
special.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of that, but it is. We like to keep our fans really involved, and they'll let you know if they like it or not.
Sift through all the bad ones.
Yes.
Throw the bad ones.
Throw those out.
Better Off was the one my friend Will Hode wrote?
Yeah.
Is that
Will
right?
Hode.
Okay.
Yep.
Love Will.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I was talking to Tyson about this earlier, when you hear a song, you guys are all writers. So when you hear a song, you say, I want to put this on my record. What was it about that tune that was like, we need to use, this needs to be ours?
This was one that Charles championed from the very beginning, that we all loved, because the song's been around for what, probably 12 years or something?
Yeah. You cut it way back, not way back, but it was back when I was in college. Yeah. And I mean, I just remember loving it and listening to it with my friends, and just was in my iTunes randomly, kind of listening. I'm going, man, we need a song like that. And it's like, well, why can't we cut it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, it reminded us a lot about our first single, Love Don't Live Here. It had a lot of that kind of cool, just kind of rockin' Southern rock little vibe to it. And we actually got Will Hogan to play harmonica on it. So
Yeah.
The baby's heartbeat is on this record. Is this true?
No, it didn't make
So
it.
it's one,
Okay.
but it did get recorded.
Yes, we
Interesting.
tried to record it, but our producer said the quality wasn't high enough of the recording, so it didn't make the record. But I'm sure her cries will at some point, if not on the record in a demo at some point.
Right.
well, I'm already got first dibs on managing.
On
Yeah.
producing baby screeches.
Just producing the baby in general, whatever.
We signed her to an
we've
exclusive
already
contract.
signed her
Charles
to
was
an
like-
exclusive
Charles was like,
contract.
her name, it has to sound good, because she's gonna be famous. She's gonna be a
We
singer.
were on the plane the other day. I said, throw me out some names, and there was one. I was like, no, that's a famous name.
One of these like Hollywood, like Apple or something.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
do something,
Yes.
something interesting. But tell the press that that's the name, but don't actually name it that. Like make it seem crazy, but then it's like Amy or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How does it change being pregnant? Does it change the vocal performances? Does it change anything on the record the way you sound?
I honestly think for the record, because we recorded the first half of the record and then went on a tour in Australia for a couple weeks. We started the record and then we came back and that was when kind of the back half of the record was when I found out we were pregnant. But it definitely affected my confidence level. I feel like now, and being the only girl in this area, it's going to sound really weird to y'all, I'm sure, but there's just a whole new level of confidence just in who I am and being a woman, like what your body's created to do. It's just crazy. It's been the neatest experience to go through. Challenging at points and interesting, but really, really beautiful. And so I think that definitely worked its way into just my vocal performance and my and getting into the songs too. It's like, I mean, it's no secret when you're pregnant, you know, you have hormones raging and you're feeling things a lot
You
stronger.
crying more on stage now when you're singing some lyrics? No.
I haven't cried a whole lot, but now it's just the lung capacity thing trying to sing.
But she's
It's
saying in the
starting
studio. Oh, let me translate. She's saying the best she's ever sang for this record.
So it helped.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like she's saying that confidence. I mean, in the studio, I mean, songs like Downtown, It Ain't Pretty, Get to Me, the lead track off the record. I mean, we were sitting in there listening because we're always there, and it was like, whoa. Like she's got this strength behind her vocal now.
So maybe she will be a
so-
superstar.
I got to let you guys go, so we do something called 5 questions. 5 quick questions, 1 word answers.
Great.
Road or studio?
Road.
Both.
Studio.
Both. Come on.
Pol-
Okay, I'll let you go with it. Fine.
See, a little bit of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're so politically
We're a
correct.
good team, yeah.
Lennon or McCartney?
Oh, McCartney.
McCartney.
Yeah, McCartney.
When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Melody.
Melody.
Maybe rhythm, I think.
Cool. Song you've written you're most proud of?
If it's more than one word.
That's
Gold.
allowed. It's allowed to be first. Yeah.
Golden.
Cool. Hey, 1 word too.
Need you now.
Yeah, Need You Now.
Cool. And in 1 word, Lady Antebellum.
Redneck.
I don't know.
Pregnant.
Pregnant!
Yes.
Pregnant.
Hormonal.
Amazing.
I don't know.
Beauty. Thank you so much,
Moody.
guys. I appreciate it.
Moody.
Moody. No.